A lot of you practiced yesterday's technique. A lot of you wrote in. Some of you it worked beautifully. Some of you, I'm really happy with that change in your comments where you wrote that, hey, I tried it. It didn't work, but I know I need to practice it a little longer. It's not a chemical. It's going to take some time. It's not magic. It just works on your parasympathetic nervous system and your vagus nerve activation. So I want you to keep trying it. I'm going to teach you a different technique today. You can choose between both of them. I like both of them. I like the one that I'm going to do today because I'm more comfortable in that position. So we're going to learn how to do that today. What's surprising is, and I have to share this with you, I had many people write in and say, hey, Luke, you taught us this technique about 4.5 years ago and it worked for me beautifully, and then I just stopped doing it. So from the time they stopped doing it till a refresher yesterday, they've lost out on so many nights of great sleep, which brings us to a point of consistency. We have to learn to be consistent with the small things in life. If this worked for someone, and I had an insomniac, so many people writing in, it changed their life, the amount of sleep they got. And then they said COVID happened and, we just forgot about it. We shouldn't forget about these little things that work. So all we need to sometimes do is get back on track. That's why I always tell people, write it down. Write down the things in life that are powerful for you, that work for you, because sometimes we forget these things. And then we go back to this list maybe once every 3 days and we say, oops, I didn't do this. Oops, I've been doing this. I've been feeling great. We just go back to that little list of these 4 or 5 powerful things that make us feel good. Anyway, let's move on to technique number 2 today. It's powerful. It's good. I'm going to teach you, all these techniques. You shouldn't think that I've made them up. I've always learned this from different people. I continuously learn from people. I learn from other people's videos. I learn from psychologists, psychiatrists, scientists, neurologists all the time. And it's all about putting pieces of knowledge together into something that works and does not cause you harm. So it works great. It doesn't work. It doesn't cause you harm. Just a little bit of time. So what we're going to do today is I'll come to the use of our fingers in a bit. All I'm going to do is, again, this is going to be in a sitting position. You can do it on your yoga mat. You can do it with a backrest to keep your back as straight as possible. Now, all I'm going to do today is my head straight. I'm looking directly in front. I'm just going to move my head to the left as much as I can. No strain, no pull. Okay? So now when I move my head to the left, I'm looking in this direction. But when I move my head to the left, I want my eyes now to move in this direction. So it's like I'm looking, squinting backwards. All right, so this is how it's going to look. All right, let me stand this way. I'm looking in the front. I tilt now. Okay, I tilt. And then my eyes, I'm looking in front. I move my eyes towards the back of my head. Not down and not up. I know it looks weird. All right, let me come back to position. Try it with me right now. You're looking straight. Gently move your head to the left. And then your gaze, both your eyeballs move towards the back, like you're trying to look at what's behind you. In a gentle squint, you're going to hold this for 30 seconds minimum. You can go up to 40, 45, 50 a minute. That's up to you. 30 seconds minimum. Then I bring my head back to position and I do the same thing on the right. So I move my head towards the right. Okay, let me do this. I move my head towards the right. And now I move my eyeballs behind me. I'm not looking down, I'm not looking up. I'm just squinting to try to look behind me. You know you're doing it right if you have some pressure build up over year, you feel a little pressure as you come back to the center. Okay? Now what I'm adding to this exercise, again, a minimum of 30 seconds and just once each side, that's it. So if you find 30 seconds easy, you can go up to 45, 50. Do not push it, it's not a competition. Now, lift up your hand. You see, this is my little finger. I'm going to move my thumb to, you see, I got segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3. Have a look at your finger. All right? I move my thumb to segment 2. Middle between the top and the bottom. All right? The same thing on my right hand. All right? This is my little finger, and I'm moving my thumb to the segment in the middle. Okay? So you see, I have segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3. I put my thumb on segment 2 in the center. In the center. All right? This is my starting position. Just lightly touch your thumb to your little finger. hands down, and then you start the exercise. Just a little bit of pressure. All right, I move towards the left, eyeballs towards the back, not up, not down. 30 seconds minimum. Come back, take a deep breath. I move towards the right, and I do the same thing. Before you start the exercise, you can move your thumb into position, hands down, and you take 6 deep breaths to center yourself. A nice inhale, let's say your inhale is 3 seconds. Try to make your exhale 6 seconds. So you take about 6 to 8 breaths, feel calm, your fingers are in place, and then you do left and right. Always start left first and then right. Don't ask me why, I don't have the answer for that. I forgot to ask the teacher for the reason, so I don't have the answer. But left first and then right. Okay? Now you remembered yesterday's technique. What we never want to do is mix them up. So you either choose yesterday's technique or you do today's technique. You don't mix them up. Today, I want you to do the technique that I've taught you today so you can compare it with yesterday. And then go back to whichever you feel you're comfortable with. This is my favorite because it's just a little bit easier. Sometimes my neck's a little tight and I'm not really comfortable in that position. That could be the same with you, or you could be comfortable. It's up to you. And remember, it does not have to work, although it works for a lot of people. It doesn't have to work. It's not a chemical. So I want you to do this for a minimum of 10 days consistently. Do not miss a single day. All right? Now again, you can use this to move deeply into the parasympathetic nervous system so you can fall asleep. Or you've had a really stressful day, you have a break, you know you have nothing to do for about 30 minutes. You go into your office, away from everyone, and you can do the same exercise, and then just close your eyes and put your head down. You don't have to be sleeping. Close your eyes and put your head down for about 10 minutes. You will feel this beautiful sleep, this beautiful deep calm. So again, tonight, finish all of your rituals, edge of your bed or chair, finish the exercise, lie down. Don't forget to make your room as dark as possible, or just roll up a t-shirt or use an iPad. As dark as possible, close your eyes and go to sleep deeply. All right, try it consistently for 10 days. I promise you, for most people, it's going to be life-changing. Have a great day, everyone. Sleep well tonight. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.